everybody, in this video we're going to continue with Pinan Godan. On this piece here we're going to talk about the Maroto Uke, or the twin fist, the hand connected to the elbow. We see it a couple different ways, and in this kata we see it with the cross stance, and depending on the system you will step out and then you'll raise those hands as you look away from the technique. So I'm looking in the opposite direction. This is clearly a judo throw. This is clearly a throw. When you throw somebody, you're always looking at the placement you're going to put them, not looking at them. And the raising of the arms, we know we want to get them up and moving. So this is a clear judo throw. I want to talk a little bit about the Maroto Uke of the twin fist. We see this in quite a few of our katas. It's used a couple different ways, but the main way it's used is as an arm drag. So this is a representation of me connected to his elbow. So one's here, one's there. So I'm connected to his elbow. I can use this to pull, push. I can use it to get in close. I can arm drag to get him around me here to get me into a better safe position, all right? So we're gonna look at this technique first. So it's gonna be 1, 2, and we're gonna look at it with the cross step. So after we threw our elbow, we stepped in, boom, we're elbow here. I'm going to grab a hold of the arm at the same time that I enter with the cross step, entering into to his center line. All right. I wanted to change the angle just a little bit so we can continue with it. So again, after I've stepped in, I've thrown my elbow. The Maroto Uke is saying that, okay, now we're going to grab a hold of the arm. And then after we do this, you'll see this one pick way up. And as I grab, I have this, what looks like a cross stance coming in. I'm still looking at the technique. And as I step out, I lift and go away from the technique. So as I am in here for my elbow, I'm gonna cross step, grab a hold of the arm as I do my entry. As I find my placement, I'm going to lift to get him to raise, and then I'm gonna execute the throw, all right? We all know throws can't be done in sections. They've gotta be done in one smooth motion. So I'm gonna do this in one smooth motion. As we come in, bang, bang, I'm gonna grab, enter, and throw. And we wind up in this position. Now from here, the kata moves, and depending on your system, you'll either drop down to one knee with this motion, or you'll drop down with a really, really, really low stance with cross block or either or, just depending on your system. We're gonna go over both real quick. So the first thing that I want to go over is the cross block. So after I threw him, we're in this position already. We're gonna use the cross block as a manipulation again. So I'm gonna feed down behind him, wrap onto him, and I'm gonna put him in the shoulder lock. Now if I leave him in this shoulder lock here, and I start to spin, he's gonna start to spin with it to relieve the pressure. So I'm gonna put him back, and now some newer systems will represent this as a jump. All right, we're jumping over a body or something like that. Yeah, we're going over a body, but I'm not jumping all the way over the body. I want this foot to go in front of his hips. So as I lock the shoulder lock in, he can't turn and release the pressure, and I get to just roll this out, all right? I'm gonna spin you a little bit this way so we can talk about the other knee. Now in some systems, this knee is on the floor just like it is now, and it's doing the same purpose. So it's stopping from the hips from going this way, and it's stopping his head from going back, okay? Let's go back just a little bit. All right, so it's stopping his head from going back. What I like about the other systems that don't put the knee all the way on the floor is this does the same thing. So now I've got the shoulder lock, I've got a knee on his head, and I'm stopping his hips, and I'm just going to rotate and pull that shoulder all the way out of socket. All right, so one time without talking.